You're the project manager of the Rebel Alliance projects. You would use a portion of the battle strategy from the Jedi Temple project, which is a similar mission to your current mission. The portion of the battle strategy from the Jedi Temple project is best described as which of the following: light speed jump planning, force guided estimation, a holocron template, Jedi Council judgment. The answer is a holocron template. In this section, using a holocron template is analogous to utilizing a battle strategy from a previous mission. It's similar to the current mission. It is not correct because lightspeed jump planning refers to making a quick decisions during a mission. B is not correct because the Force is more about intuition and insight. And the Jedi Council judgment is all more about collective decision making. Okay, you're the project manager of a grand mission for the Galactic Republic. Much of the mission will focus on deploying new hyperspace navigation software to 4,500 starships in phases. Due to potential changes, you have advised adopting a rolling asteroid planning approach. Which of the following is best described as best asteroid analogy for a rolling wave planning? Using Yoda's wisdom for the current mission? I don't think so. Unveiling a segment of your star chart from a previous expedition? Maybe. Fragmenting mission objectives? Maybe. Detailing upcoming asteroid fields and outlining distant nebula routes? I think the D would be the right. Looks like that's correct. And let's look at the reasoning. Planning immediate portions of the mission in detail and planning distant future portions at a higher level, similar to rolling wave planning. Yoda's wisdom is more about guidance. B is not correct because it refers to using a template. C is not correct as fragmenting mission refers to dividing mission into smaller tasks. Okay. You are a project manager for the Galactic Project Alliance. You are serving as a Jedi Master in the mission. You would like to create a hologram that shows balance of the Force potential across different planets, number of missions, velocity of Jedi Council. What hologram should you create? Force Storm Graph. Using a Force Storm Graph, similar to a burn down chart, visually represents depletion of Force potential, using the story points. As the mission progresses. It is not correct as the Sith power distribution chart is unrelated. C is not correct as Kanban Warren represents attack status, not force potential. D is not correct as the Force Mastery tracking position is a term of the Star Wars universe. You and your crew have outlined a galaxy exploration routes on the mission objectives and coordinates. Your next step is to identify mission wayports. Which of the following will not be included as wayports identified in the mission planning team? Unknown regions outside the mission scope, security protocol scans, checkpoints to refuel and supply, celestial body types encountered along the way. The answer is A, unknown missions outside of the scope. So going back to the question, which of the following should not be included as waypoints identified in the mission planning session? So unknown regions outside the scope should not be. That's just extra information. Alright, Rey has compiled a list of tasks for her mission and crew. She has included attributes for each of the tasks in her mission list. Of the following, which is not an example of task attitude that Rey will likely include? Skill, proficiency, validation. While it's essential, it's not typically included as a task attribute. Why do agile missions create results more swiftly than traditional missions? Because agile missions follow adaptive path without rigid planning like traditional missions. Agile missions prioritize adaptability and address the immediate objectives, leading to faster results. A and B are not related to primary reasons for agile speed. C is not correct, as agile missions can vary in scale. You are working with the mission crew to schedule tasks for exploration mission. You have scheduled hyperspace jump actively to be completed before a planetary survey activity may begin. The relationship between the hyperspace jump activity and the planetary survey can best be described with which of the following. Jump to land start. A jump to land start describes a hyperspace activity must be completed before the planetary system can actively start. Hyperspace lag is not a typical term. Hyperdrive lead or survey are not valid terms. So jump to land start. You're a project manager for the intergalactic expedition. The following star chart represents your exploration route. Based on the star chart, how many parsecs will be in the last 15 parsecs? Obi-Wan is the mission manager of the Jedi expedition, and he asked to help him with mission route analysis. Examine the star chart. Route B is delayed by 2 days. How delayed will the mission be? Han is the captain of this ship. Which of the following best describes his critical route? Critical route is the longest route that determines the overall mission duration. In this case, the hyperpath. And we just want to choose the hardest route to determine what the critical path is. Okay. Rebel Alliance is launching a major assault against Galactic Empire. To organize the mission, you're using hierarchical approach to label each of the components in the mission plan for easy reference. This approach is called a code of commands. In the context of the mission planning, the hierarchy number of using is referred to the code of commands. The system helps ensure clear communications referenced during the operation. Rebel Alliance is attack on the Death Star. The mission outlines different phases. Rebel Alliance's strategy attack on the Death Star. The mission plan outlines different phases, each numbered with subtasks for each organization. Which term is often used to describe the hierarchical numerical system? Galactic classification, Rebel protocol, Star navigation system, mission hierarchy. Star navigation system. The Rebel Alliance is preparing for a critical mission to retrieve secret plans from the Empire. The plans outline the Death Star's weakness. You're tasked with determining the path that must be completed within the shortest amount of time to achieve success. What is this path called? Jedi Path, Rebel Trail, Alliance Route, Critical Path. Critical Path. The context of Rebel Alliance meeting, the critical path refers to the path that must be completed in the shortest time to achieve the mission's success. It outlines the sequence of tasks has no room for delay. Rebel Alliance has managed a complex mission to liberate the planet from Imperial control. They need to estimate how long the mission will take based on similar past mission. Which of the following method are they using? Forecasting, projection, analysis, estimating. The answer is analogous estimating. Based on a similar past mission is the key word. Rebel Alliance planning a mission to infiltrate the Imperial base. They need to estimate the duration of specific activities. One or their operators, Luke, provides his optimistic, likely the pessimistic estimates. Which estimates during calculated time of these unknowns? 35 units. Using the triangular estimate formula, the estimated duration is calculated. Okay. So the Rebel Alliance is coordinating activities between different teams for an upcoming mission. They're awaiting for the completion of one activity before starting another. What is the time between the completion of one activity and the start of another? I would say Jedi lag time. Jedi lag time. The difference between the completion of activity and start another is known as lag time. The lag time accounts for necessary book count. Rebel Alliance has managed a mission to free captured rebels from an Imperial detention facility. They want to identify the sequence of tasks that determines the earliest possible completion station of the mission. What is the sequence called? Critical path. The Rebel Alliance is designing the mission plan, needs to establish procedures for managing changes to the plan, including the schedule, which processes encompasses this change control. Jedi Council decision, integrated change control. Managing changes to the plan, including the schedule. So that's the integration. Process encompassing managing changes to the mission plan, including the schedule, is known as integrated change control. It ensures changes are considered and managed collectively to maintain mission success. Perfect. The Rebel Alliance is executing a mission to disable a series of Imperial communications. Due to unforeseen circumstances, they need to adjust the mission schedule to accommodate additional tasks. Which process can manage changes in the mission schedule? Council approval, Rebel task for scheduling, integrated change control, galactic time management. Integrated change control. This process ensures that changes are evaluated, proven, and implemented in a coordinated manner. The Rebel Alliance is adapting their mission schedule based on availability of resources and time and tasks. They want to determine the best scheduling approach. Which schedule development tool are they using? Resistance change schedule. Resistance change scheduling to adapt their mission schedule based on resource availability and task timing. The tool considers both constraints and create an optimized schedule. So the change scheduling is the term. Rebel Alliance is facing unexpected delays in their mission schedule. They decide to allocate additional resources to speed up certain activities and accelerate the mission's completions. What is the strategy called? Acceleration, fast tracking, time warping, crashing. I'd say fast tracking, speed up certain activities. Strategy allocating additional resources, speed up activities and missions known as Rebel fast tracking or fast tracking. It aims to reduce the overall mission duration by overlapping tasks.